everybody, it's me, Beth Maitland, the Drama Queen Bee, and I'm here with another quick tutorial. It's spring and I'm about to prepare a cute little Easter table runner, and it's going to include some green. It's only March now, so I might be able to actually get double duty out of it and have some green in the patterns so that I can use it for St. Patrick's Day also. But I'm going to use fat quarters, and so I wanted to talk to you about that really quickly today. Fat quarters are 1/4 of a yard, a little sample. It's usually 18 by 20 inches, approximately, a rectangle, and they usually come in little things like this with a strip around it at your fabric store. You can also get them in collections where one fabric out of each of the fabric that a designer has made for their collection is included in this little bundle. And when you take them apart, it equals 1/4 of a yard, like I said, in 18 by 20 inch rectangular space. Here, I'll let you guys see the print. There's one. And what I've done is I've taken a few in colors that I wanted to use, and some spring colors, and I've opened them all up and I've pressed them all flat so that I can start slicing and dicing. And in just a minute, I will show you a slideshow of the process of making this little very easy and very cute and scrappy table runner. It's going to go from one colorway into another colorway, and it's going to use little strip sets, just strips of fabric wide enough for the table runner in varying lengths, but we're going to do it a quick and easy way. We're going to stack and whack, they call it. We're going to stack several pieces of fabric. We're going to cut all of those fabrics out at one time, and then we're just going to mix and match the widths of the strips that we cut and the color ranges, and we're going to make it into a lovely little sort of rainbow colorway table runner. So I hope you'll join me and stay tuned, and I'll be right back with you with the slideshow.
So now we're over at the cutting mat. I've layered and pressed several lovely fat quarters and lined them up carefully and cut off the selvage edges. And then I'm going to start on the right-hand side because I'm right-handed, and I'm going to make some slices through all the layers: 3.5 inch strip, 2.5 inch strip, 1.5 inch strip, and that is the smallest. Then I go to even number increments: 4 inch, 3 inch, 2 inch, and 1 inch strips being the smallest. Then I mix all of those up and lay them all out, open up all of those little bundles and stacks, and arrange them in a pleasing fashion. No two fabrics together, no two prints, and no two widths, similar widths together either. And then I stack all those up and take them over to the sewing machine, and I'm ready to start sewing. I've stacked them in order, so all I do is just take the top one from the stack and add it to the next strip. I'm making 1/4 inch seam. I'm using my foot as a guide to make a very straight, very even 1/4 inch seam. And as you can see, my stack is growing. I sew from the top of the stack to the bottom of the stack until we're finished. Here's my strip sets, all complete. And then I take them over to the pressing table. I press all of the seams in one direction. When you turn it over, there's a nice lip that's formed, so you can stitch in the ditch easily when you're quilting, or you can do some design that has to do with sewing down that seam underneath. All that's left is to layer it with batting and backing fabric, to quilt it, and then to bind it, and we'll have a beautiful spring table runner.
And that's how you do it. It's Beth Maitland, the Drama Queen Bee.